Around.
It looks like your broadcast is leaving on
No,
Facebook. Well, just go live anyways, bitches. Go live anyways,
live.
bitches. Go live anyways. Yeah.
Actually,
Post creative, whatever. I want to go live anyway. Oh, you and me are like fish in the sea, guys. And for that, I thank thee. Just go live. All right, you just go live. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because we were so late on going live. Hi. I believe that we're live now, guys. I believe that this thing's actually going again.
no, I think that's just a banner, Mike. I think that's just like a logo.
I think you said that was the banner.
Yeah, that was just a banner. I did say that at one point. Didn't
Yep.
I? Welcome to the pre-show of Shops Close podcast because we pre-show's over because we're already like 15 minutes. We actually might go a little bit later than we normally do, just because we got a late start. Since no one was in the room watching me freak out a few minutes ago, could you guys wanna do some highs and stuff? Let me get a little bit of a for a second.
Hi.
Eyes.
You can't see Brian, by the way, because Brian's not in the studio. He's actually via satellite from an unknown, undisclosed location.
I got lost in the woods. I am currently lost in the woods, and I'm hoping to get out soon.
This feels like a StreamYard thing that we've done before, isn't it? Speaking of StreamYard, we're using StreamYard tonight because our lack of good equipment, we cannot just run Streamlabs, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, StreamYard is a really cool alternative that goes on.
It's running a lot smoother.
Yeah, it's running a lot smoother. Like it looks like it's looking very nice, and it doesn't hurt the fact that we got our new studio setup going on here. Speaking of studio
Nice,
setup,
feels nice.
yeah. It looks like you're emanating some kind of weird light behind you.
Well, that's just what I do.
Oh, it's like
He's like Jesus.
it's everybody.
Yeah. So we're actually, I think we're live on everything except for Facebook, because Facebook's a big dumb cunt face. As I'm trying to go live on it right now.
All about the
Put it through.
Please, can I just do it now? Can I just do it now? Can I just do it now? Please. Let's say it's gonna be 9 o'clock. Huh? Yeah, save them changes. Looks like
Mike. Can you see yourself? Can you see yourself, Mike?
I could totally see myself. I'm cool, dude. Everything's cool.
Ah,
We can't see ourselves on Facebook though, which is a little bit upsetting because I was hoping to get some Facebook people in on this one. And if I started over, I have to resend. I guess I could just resend the link to you guys, right?
No.
Nah, we'll just keep this one. Fuck it. I guess Facebook isn't getting it today, even though that's where a good majority of our
That's a
views
prime
are.
demographic.
It's a really good. It's a fine demographic. It's not gonna let me do it though because we waited because I frigging didn't get everything running on time. Shame on me. Well,
Too many codes. I blame the codes.
oh shit! I guess we have to actually we have to put the disclaimer up, or else we can get in trouble, guys.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
In the podcast community, people go all over the world to gather knowledge and entertainment. The opinions and topics on the show are considered especially heinous.
heinous.
There it is.
In the Midwest, a group is here to give you these outrageous and ridiculous takes at the world at large. This elite squad is called Shops Closed Podcast. These are their topics.
So full.
Oh, look at this! It's like a trip to the past. Can you see? Have you seen this logo in a while? I don't think so, except for in the background. We're trying to hypnotize you. We're the best around.
Come for the biscuits.
Forget that we don't have music going on tonight because I couldn't figure it out, and I'm the sound guy.
I lost it.
It's weird that I'm the sound guy and I have the weirdest sounding voice.
It's kind of weird.
Welcome to another episode of Shops Closed Podcast, the podcast where we talk about stuff and things and stuff. Gee willikers, guys, what a fucking exciting journey to get to where we are. Last week's 18-minute episode, really like we as in a group like the collective of we, did a full hour and 20 minutes. By the way, like it was 18 minutes of the start of it that it showed, but we did like an hour and 20 minutes. We
Yep.
like. If you were on our Discord, actually, you can watch our show almost every week, minus this week because we're not live on Discord. But we normally have our Discord set up so you can watch our show live every week on there. Like that's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. You don't even need to have an account anywhere, and it's free. Fuck's sake. And you're guaranteed to get the better quality of all videos because our Discord is getting everything first most of the time, and we're just passing our Discord feed around. But I guess our Discord's a thing that we talk about at another time. Before we talk about that, my name is Mike J. Sursage. We got our studio set up. We got our shit set up going on here. We got stuff going on in the studio. Just keep saying it like that. Like that's all I got. We got
Mike,
studio stuff.
We got
tell us
Bronson
about
here
the
in
studio stuff.
We got tons of studio stuff. Like we got a magic light. Yep.
Oh, goddamn.
The new studio light.
Got a magic light.
Well, if you guys dim the light, you can see the light even better.
Well,
Actually, you should shut the light off.
Those other lights don't have dimmers. We
Light
don't have
up,
dimmers.
Mike.
We're not rich.
we don't need dimmers. We're gonna be working on it more and more. We're gonna make it look a little bit better each week. But this is the start of something fresh, something new that we're doing, including like our own makeshift mic stands. This is fantastic. Like I feel so unencumbered with nothing in front of me.
Definitely do
So much
karate.
room for you to just
much
move around
room,
spastically.
And
Wonderful.
Brian, you actually have and ask Josh, like you have the sweetest space
Yeah, there's
in the entire fucking studio
So
waiting
much
for
Lego.
you.
yeah.
I get to like,
He could almost use that stool that's over there if we pulled that out.
I should like fucking just own that corner, bro.
That is totally gonna be your corner, dog.
I'm gonna post up
Um,
a corner, and I'm gonna be.
no, I just
Oh.
didn't mean to put that on there.
Well, I like that more.
I had to switch over to the chat because like how Bronson has to put his kitty cat eye down like that.
Gotta get in there.
But yeah, our chat is live throughout this whole thing on Twitch. So check it out. I think it's also on YouTube right now. If YouTube actually let us go live, which it says it did. So that's something that Streamlabs was. It cut us off almost immediately. Like we did it 1 week, and then they're like, nah. So, but Twitch has always loved us, and we have no strikes with Twitch. So that's something that's pretty fucking awesome, and something to be proud
Either
of.
we're flying so far under the radar they don't know us, or they're just cool with it.
And by next week, we are going to try to figure out how to get the music on here and make sure that you guys can hear our amazing friends at StrangeFamousRecords.com. But you should check them out anyways because we are telling you to.
And you're good people.
Yeah, StrangeFamousRecords.com. They have a lot of awesome artists. Actually, Brian, what are some of those artists on there? I know we got Sage, of course, the founder.
Yeah, then you got Prolific, you got B. Dolan, we got Cass One, you got fucking
I think you're just turning around and looking at all the albums that you have.
Actually,
Off the shelf.
Damn, why didn't I think of that? That's a really good. Except I just named all of them actually, so it's
That's not all of them. There's 30 plus.
Oh,
there's
there's
30
no-
plus artists on this album, man. Like, go ahead and check out their merch, check out their stuff. They're all on Spotify, of course, because why wouldn't they be? And check them out, listen to them, give them some more listens, let them know what you think, man, because that's how we get the ball rolling. I guess the other thing before we get going, I'm going to talk about our other sponsor quick, Tavor, just so we can get it out of the way. Then we can get on to like the motion at hand that I actually plan on doing. It's again Tavor. I guess Tavor is an app that you can get craft beer sent straight to your door, like from anywhere in the freaking continental U.S. and I think some places in Hawaii. I'm not sure.
Because that's part of the U.S.
That's part, but that's not the continental. Anyways,
Hey, Brian, how do you spell Tavor?
how do you spell Tavor, Brian?
Tavor.
Yep, T-A. You can do it, buddy.
Tavor.
Yeah.
I
Yay.
legitimately don't know.
E. That's the Tav part.
Yep. TAV.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You can do it. Tavour. Tab. Tavour. That's Tavour. Check them out. They do craft beer that's sent straight to your door, though. It's pretty awesome. You can get it on the Apple and/or Android fucking like any of your fucking phones. Your little things that your fingies are always touching.
Your smartphone.
You know those things that are so smart that are running our lives that your fingies touch a lot.
Smart rocks. You know.
Smart rocks, yes, yeah, of course. You can get it on any device, and it's pretty awesome because you can set up either like a monthly thing where like you set up your tastes and you say this is what I like, this is what I want, and they'll send you stuff that will surprise and like in a good way, not like ooh, yeah. I'm surprised that this is so bad. Like most of the time, it's like ooh, I'm surprised that they sent this to me, even though like I didn't think I was going to be that much into this kind of like this kind of beer.
Is it specifically a craft beer, or will they send you?
They're craft beers. It's only craft beers, man. They don't do fucking
they don't
domestic
fuck around.
bullshit.
Nah.
The Coors can get the hell out of here unless you want to be our sponsor.
Get out
Bud
of
Light, get the fuck out of here unless you want to be our sponsor. You know, White Claw, definitely get a hold of us.
Like, no, thank you.
Like, definitely get a hold of us.
No, it's not for you.
Yeah, if you want to
I
get,
don't really care. You know what?
You LaCroix?
What you guys
You
want?
LaCroix?
I'll
You
LaCroix
LaCroix?
it. I'll LaCroix it. Enough of the people that we care about that help our show. Let's talk about the people that affect us most, the people that are dead. Yep, I said it. I actually did want to, like a few weeks back, we had like a more serious show where we talked about, what were we talking about, guys? Bronson, Brian, you were there. What?
Last week?
No, not last week, the week before that, because last week is a moot topic anymore. It's the one where we didn't have a video. We had a very serious discussion, guys. We talked about it. We talked about the future, guys. We talked about the future. We talked about what we wanted for our future, what we wanted.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I remember that.
That was a really killer episode, minus the fact that you couldn't see us. You should go ahead and check it out, though, because you could totally hear everything. And it has really good conversation points and really good points on a lot of things. But this week, I actually did want to talk about death. And I know it sounds like that grim thing that like we're just trying to get a shock value of trying to get people to fucking come in and listen to us about, oh, we talk about the grim things like death. I'm not talking about like gruesome death. I'm not talking about gore. I'm talking about death in general. What really brought this subject to heart and mind was the idea. It was something that Brian and I actually talked about. I believe it was you, Brian. We were talking about pain and pain receptors and like when you hear that phrase like, oh, that person didn't suffer.
yeah.
You don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck. Well, they have a thing in their brain that will tell. No, dude. Like you can lie to a polygraph test. You can fucking lie to a system that's saying like, are you in pain? You know, because maybe it's a pain that you never feel because literally it's a pain that you have never felt before.
Well, that's
Like,
the
you know
thing.
what I mean? Like,
that's
it's-
why when you go to like the doctor, it's like, what kind of pain scale do you feel? 1 through 10.
I hate
This
that.
is the angry face as it goes down.
I
Are you
hate that.
angry face like in pain, or are you like frowny face in pain?
Because like I always go like really low on those because I'm like, well that because like I've actually felt like level 10 pain where you're like gonna
Like,
where
yeah,
you
it's hard.
where you literally pass out, like you can't handle it anymore. Your body and brain shut the fuck down, man. Like I've been in that kind of pain. And when they sit here and like I've gone on for kidney stones and stuff, and they'll be like, "What's the level of pain?" And I'm like a 5 or a 6, I suppose. I'm not gonna fucking keel over in the next hour or anything, but if this goes untreated for the next few days, I'm definitely gonna fucking die. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of pain that you're in. Like that's a 5 or a 6 for me. That's not like
Like you'd think like 10 would be like critical. Like within like today, I'm probably not gonna
10,
make it.
10 you would think you wouldn't have to say.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't. You
They-
think
they
that
would
you
be
wouldn't have to
taking-
be like, "Are you feeling like a 10 today?" Because if someone asked me that and I was in writhing pain, I would fucking scream at them, "Fuck you," because that is like, or if I could even like, there's even points where if like you're in so much pain that you couldn't make those words out, and they're like, "I guess it must be an 8." I guess like he's not answering. I can't give him a good prognosis. Is that the word prognosis?
Probably a time.
Yep.
They probably don't worry
Kind of
about
got a
that
frown
at that
on
point.
him, but
Yeah.
it's changing every now and then. It's hard to tell. He's not mad frowning.
Yeah, he's definitely not happy though. Like that's the thing.
It's like somewhere in between.
So I think he's like he's definitely higher than a 3. But death is kind of crazy though, and it's not just because it happens to everyone, and it's not that it happens to everything. It is the fact that like people don't like talking about it. Like that's actually a really really weird thing. Like why would you not want to talk about death? Like we all know it's gonna happen to us, right?
It's happening for the last 20 million years?
Like there is a there is a very slight chance, and I know like Brian, you really just want to put in. What about the pig
Yeah,
hearts, dude?
I'm never gonna die. That's what my dad.
Know.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
I'm gonna live in the computer.
I was
And honestly, like living there's more than one way to live. Is the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Like it's you. Someone remembering something that you did is almost like living as much as actually physically being around. Like the impact that you make on the world is almost on a one-on-one basis, man. Like you can't impact. Well, I guess you have enough cameras. You can impact as many people as you want if you want to show your dingus on the internet or something like that.
yeah.
Or like start a hot tub. Like this is actually Brian. You don't see it, but like we have a hot tub started here. It's just deflated. It's for when you come in, so we can start doing those hot tub just.
I
talking
told you, man,
sketches.
in there.
Just
You,
inside. It's gonna be in the hot tub.
But all kidding aside, man, like Brian, and I'm sorry if I'm intruding on your personal too much. If so, the safe word, you know the safe word.
Yep. Cucumber cum squat.
Well, don't say it yet.
You gotta change it.
Come squat.
Yeah, now you gotta change it, and I don't know what the second one is, so I'm gonna keep going.
Oh.
I know that you have recently lost someone that you cared about, and like I said, I know you're probably not ready to talk about it on here, and like you're good, dude. Like, but knowing what loss actually is, like, don't you feel better knowing that you knew them? Like the possibilities of you knowing that person is like 1 in like a billion.
Yeah.
Like the craziness, like, and I'm sorry if that just like straight dagger, Brian. I wasn't trying to go there like that, but I want to be genuine. I want to be sincere here. I want to talk about this stuff because we don't talk about it enough, man. Like people don't talk about it enough. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Preach it.
People do not talk.
Brother.
Yeah, it's I mean, basically, yeah, you feel lucky. I mean, it's my mom. She just recently died.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm bringing it up live, if that's upsetting you. Like, I did not, it wasn't my intention.
I mean, I do feel lucky to have known her. Could have been a lot.
Dude, you're lucky that you're lucky she was around. Otherwise, you wouldn't be around, motherfucker. Like you're so fucking lucky. Like the idea that someone decided to keep you as a child.
Oh yeah. Well, they almost.
Made you the way they did to make you
I'm really
who you are.
lucky to have gotten through that.
Dude, not only are you lucky, like everyone that you touch, everything, not physically,
Well, here-
Brian, that's not how this
That
works.
way you touch me.
Every person that you touch, like, you know, I'm lucky that your mom was around because I get an amazing friend, Brian. I get Brian, dude.
I
Like,
can touch you, and I'll touch you again.
don't you fucking touch me.
I'll touch you.
Don't you fucking touch me. No, but
You
like,
can't fool.
Death thing too, like and just being lucky to be here. We were doing that whole looking up our relatives and shit. We figured out when we came to Wisconsin and stuff, and like traced all our shit back, except for like one of Leanna's relatives is Native American, so his whole history was wiped out. He was basically adopted into a white family, and they just forgot his name and fucking he's
clean that slate.
Whitey McWhite Pants.
Is that what they named him too? Because that's a good name. I was actually thinking about naming my third kid that. Benson was my other one too. I like Benson.
Yeah, but going through
That's a good name.
all of that shit, we found out that Leanna grandmother, like great grandmother, went through a really bad tornado that like completely destroyed their house and barn and shit. And they had luckily gone to the neighbor. Now this happened in like 1920 or 1916 or something. And like just to find out that if her grandmother hadn't left that house, they would have fucking died. And yeah, that's it.
And that's
And
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. The
how many
craziness of death, man.
those close calls happen to your direct relative for you to be here. Like how many of our idiot relatives almost got ran over by trains? Like I'm fucking certain that like 90% of us have a relative that almost fucking like drunkenly walked in front of a fucking train. Like just saying.
I may be that relative for everyone else
Yeah.
in my family, by the way. So
Yeah, like one of those guys.
a thousand apologies.
You know those like MLG train hoppers where they like run under a train and roll out the other side. Like actually,
Like define death by trying to
like,
jump through it.
I'm
Jump
lying
through
underneath the
like
moving train. They could grab me and drag me for miles, and they wouldn't know.
well,
Extreme.
the thing about death is that it brings, like, when you talk about death, you almost have to like talk about life. You have to talk about all this shit. Like it's more like it. The greatest thing about death is that it's the only thing that's certain, and that sounds really dark in certain. Like if you said that in any like a certain context, that sounds really fucking dark. But like it actually is not something that should be something you should be afraid of. Like it should like it's inevitable.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
it's like
We don't like thinking about it because that means that we're not gonna be here forever. But
it's like being afraid of the galaxy collapsing on itself in like 12 billion years. You're not gonna be here. You're not the sun exploding. You're not.
but you also have, and it's not just true for people who have kids, but you also have people who remember you and people who you influenced, who influence more people. Like you still like it. That's why I think we were talking last week, and I said fuck the Who, and I'm not talking about the band The Who, but we were talking about the Who, what, where, why kind of thing in history.
But
And
also
I said fuck the Who because like first of all they're overrated and I fucking
Hell yeah.
hate the fact that they play the same two fucking songs every goddamn
Oh,
week. No, but I'm talking about like the people that actually run these like revolutions and all that stuff. It doesn't particularly matter about the single person in history because even that one person can only affect so many people. So like, but you're still affecting people.
What if the number of people is like millions?
You have enough cameras, you have enough like influence, like. But I don't think that any cults of like I don't think there's any cults being made.
Well, I'm not
Well, there
sure.
are.
Like people do things in small ways
Yeah.
that affect millions of people. Think of like people like Steve Jobs, iPhone.
But Steve Jobs wasn't. He's not the only person that. He actually is like not even a person that did it. He's a person that made things go through.
Right.
Like he was the middleman who was the front man of the middleman. Like
Just
he was the guy who was
his best. That's all
pushing product.
I think you're focusing too much on him. He was just an example. I mean,
But that's what I'm saying is like he doesn't matter because if he wouldn't have been there,
you think
something
somebody
else would have taken its
that's
place.
true. I believe that. I believe
Like
that.
something still would have happened because like Wozniak and all them,
Yeah.
all those people, they were still doing this stuff. Like they just weren't organized and put into a room like he was doing. So I guess,
But he still had to get the people together to do it. He
but
still had to,
but think about how many people he affects because of his product. It's not really his product. It's the people who made his product.
right.
So like
Only know- but you only
he's
know
the
Steve
person
Jobs.
he's the person that started up
You don't know.
started up all these people to start making this product. They all believed in him. They all believed in the thing. And then like you think that people who like joined Apple were like, I just really love Steve Jobs, or they're like, man, they're gonna pay me like $35 an hour to fucking go and cruise the internet and find some codes, or do the you know what I mean
Or
like
program for them.
yeah like you
on
know what I mean
their
like it's he did influence a lot of people, and that's true, but like he wasn't the reason that Apple was so big. It was big because the products that they were coming out were amazing,
I think
revolutionary.
Yeah, true that.
So he inspired that, but I don't think
But
that
the
he was the
iPod
reason for the
did it
movie.
all. The
You know what I
iPod
mean?
is the reason that.
I guess that sounds.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
But he
the item
he
doesn't
had,
really matter, it's what happened.
And how you influence people, man. Like you can like those handful of people in his garage. He influenced them to make like something that was bigger than all of them.
Right.
yeah, but
like, okay, go ahead, Brian.
this is kind of a complicated thing with him too, because a lot of those guys, like same with Bill Gates, like they just basically took intellectual property from other companies, like software and shit, and just stole that, incorporated into their product, and
Tweaked
fucking
it.
were able to produce it faster, and that was it. Like it's all kind of the reason those guys exist is because they're willing to be the most cutthroat. Like they'll kill a fucking baby to make a little extra money. Like,
speaking of money, actually, that's actually going to be our next big topic. Actually, we're gonna be talking about billionaires, dude.
We're giving away
Like,
money today.
I'm gonna be giving away $1 billion.
$1
Of
billion.
something. We'll figure it out by that time. But Brian, do you have your camera set up yet?
Whose camera?
Get your camera set up, please, because we actually have some callers that are going to be calling in here because you told me that you got your PhD online, and I was like, cool, we got a doctor. We were talking about death. I figured that we would talk about like some diseases and stuff like that, but maybe we can get some help from the phone lines, because they all like got an agreement. They wrote a contract, is what I was about to say. Who the fuck is talking out of my mouth? They signed a contract. We wrote it. We wrote the contract that they signed.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Fucking Christ. Okay, so like disclosure and all that stuff, like they're cool with us talking about their dirty laundry online. At least that's what they secretly signed for when they signed that contract. Brian, you got your camera up?
What thing?
I
Bro,
don't think he has that. I think he's looking for
I think he's looking for his camera.
you're the freak.
Yep.
All right, I haven't put this thing on yet. I haven't worn it since I graduated.
He's wearing something.
Oh my God! Did you get a?
Your graduation thong?
Please tell me it's your graduation thong. I bought that for you, dude. You better be wearing it like every day.
Well, the graduation thong is on, but I don't think I can show it.
Oh my.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Doctor.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. Hold on. Let me get this. Come on, Solo. Do it.
Do it.
Why are you not doing it? There you are, baby.
Why is it just me? This is
You. It's going to be, you got the PhD. You're going to be taking the calls. Dr. Brian. But before we actually get to the calls, I got to do something real quick here if I can get this shit to work. You got to watch this for a second. Brian's back.
I'm back.
So Brian, you got a PhD?
I got a PhD.
And you got a doctor. Josh was asking a lot of questions. He was getting really uppity.
Hold on. Is he upset because I've gotten a PhD?
I think so.
I worked very hard to get it.
I could tell. The hat actually says it all.
Yep.
Yeah, the hats.
They only you gotta make top 10% of the class just to get one.
Oh, he's an honor roll.
Ooh, honor roll, yeah.
Honor roll.
Oh no, I think that we got some calls that we're gonna have come in here. We're gonna try to get some people to ask you for some doctorly advice on their ailments and illnesses that are happening. So this is just to get you. I want to build up those chops. when we bring you out live on our tours that we start doing, we're gonna start charging people for this. This is free advice that we're giving out to people, by the way. So
We're going to get into the wellness. I have a whole line of essential oils that I'm getting ready to sell. I also have some scented candles, aromatherapy. We're going to get into that. real soon. I hope because we got a lot of it to sell, and I mean it's going to change your life.
Everything must go because, like, honestly, we don't have the storage for it.
Oh,
If I could just I gotta get the fucking switchboard working here. I feel like a dope.
so
Give me a second.
Calm down, John.
Listen to the lady, John.
Listen to the lady.
Just calm down.
Just calm down.
no, this doctor's outfit is really comfortable.
It looks super comfy. I was actually gonna say, like, where did you Did they gave that to you?
Yeah, they want to congratulate. They actually give it to you. They're like, this old thing.
This old thing. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, we got a caller on the line. Apparently hello, are you there?
Hello there. Hey.
Brian.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, Mike.
Yes.
Brian. You're the doctor.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
What wonderful. All right. Hey, my name's Joey. I'm from up in Rhinelander.
we don't have to get
You
that.
see. Okay, yeah. So now I've been looking for basically someone to vent to about my I got some, mental emotional sort of issues here, and was hoping that maybe you could give me some advice on my career path. Looking for someone with, a doctor, but I don't want to have to pay into that medical system and all that. So hoping maybe you can help me out.
Yeah, you came to the right place. Listen, I did get a doctorate. I am officially a doctor. You look it up.
All right.
So help. What do you got? What's bothering you?
Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be a little bit kind of a emotional venting sort of thing here. My boss at work, I work in a warehouse sorting pallets and forklifts and whatnot. And excuse me, I'm eating a little bit here.
No, that's totally fine. I recommend you eat during therapy session. It helps you calm down.
Yeah,
They said.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Doc. Now listen, my boss has been getting on my back lately, and you see, I'm a single dad. I got a 4-year-old. I'm trying to give him the best life that I can. I'm making fine money, but I gotta understand, I'm not liking this job. Guys at work are real assholes to me. I'm just trying to make an honest living. But you know what? I don't want to be stuck in that warehouse for the rest of my life. So I was wondering,
Right.
do I give up something that's making me some money to pursue what I really want to do? Now y'all might laugh a little bit at me, but here's what I really want to do. Last few months, COVID and everything, I've been getting into ballroom dancing. Now, yeah, you can laugh, but what am I supposed to do? I feel called to this. You know what I'm saying? I feel called to this kind of thing. It's a passion. So what? I don't know what to do here. Help me out, Doc.
All right. I got to tell you, ballroom dancing, known as the Siren's Call, I believe. Many thousands of it actually is the main reason the Great Depression happened. So many bored husbands and housewives actually learned ballroom dancing and had to quit their jobs to express that. That's why we couldn't make enough tanks, and we almost lost World War One and Two actually.
Okay.
It's ballroom fatigue, ball fatigue, is what we call it historically. I got to tell you, it's a very strong call. Now, right now, I can tell you there's no money in it. All the theaters are shut down. They're going to reopen.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that. You're right about that. I hadn't even thought about that kind of thing.
You can always start your own, though.
Ballroom dancing is so much better for your mental health. I won't ever make fun of you.
Well, see, that's exactly what I'm experiencing.
No,
I go in my basement. I practice my ballroom dancing. You know, my son might even be getting into it a little bit, but we have a grand old time, and it makes me feel good after a long, hard day in that warehouse with all them assholes and whatnot. So you're right about that. You know the predicament I'm in. I don't want to start World War III with this. You know.
No, I mean, you don't want to start World War III at the ballroom. But if we did have to have a World War III, I think it is one subject worth having a World War. Oh.
You know, Brian, we got more people on the line, so I'm sorry to cut you off.
Hey, call your boss and tell him you're going to follow your dreams and get some tights. Get tights. You're going to need tights. That's.
I thank you for your time, Doc. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, caller. Holy crap! That was a good. That was a good call. Well, you can go ahead and call Dr. Brian, PhD. At 555-555-555-555-555.
Yep. We paid a lot of money.
That was an interesting call, man. Like that guy even gave you like his like where he was from. He was really like digging. Yeah. I guess I was under the wrong impression. I thought they were gonna call like he was like, I'm not feeling so good, Doc. But like
exact opposite advice. There's no ballroom dancing in mine. He needs to go vlog. I mean, that's all you can. Oh no!
Vlog it out.
Vlog it?
Yeah, he needs. Okay. He needs to vlog of the woods.
Vlog it. No, vlog it out.
Vlog it. Yeah.
I think I got the switchboard running again this year.
All right. Well, you know what?
Yep.
That was.
Yep. Looks like we got it. Oh, hey, caller, you're on.
Hey. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Where'd the doctor go? There he is. Oh, okay. There he is. Doctor will see you in just a second. Just go ahead and Brian, whenever you're ready.
Go ahead, please. Tell me, what is your problem?
Well, I don't really want to give away too much, but I'm not.
There. Why?
Okay,
we're.
All right, I'm not too sure what's wrong with me. I mean, like, I don't know. It could be like anything from like cramping to cancer or something. I don't know. I mean, it's just I feel like something's always wrong with me physically, whether it's like a stomach ache or like my foot hurts or like something stupid like that. So like, I don't even know how to describe it. My palms are sweaty. My knees are weak. My arms are heavy. I don't know what I don't know. Like what? I need some help. That's why I'm calling. That's why I'm calling, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I just feel like everything's wrong with me.
I've seen this 1,000 fucking times, bro. I know exactly what's going on here. Did you happen to visit your mom recently?
Yeah. How did you?
And you ate some leftovers out of the fridge that may have been a week or two old, maybe. Assuming.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I ate my mom's spaghetti.
Yes. See, that's. Spaghetti is a very touchy thing. You have to eat it quick. If you let it sit too long, it can make you have problems with your feet and stomach. And I think into here, I think it's gonna pass in a few days. I would definitely though. We sell an antacid in our shop. You want to go ahead and check that out?
Okay.
Yeah, that's streamlabs.com/shopsclosed1/merch. Don't know why the one is.
Okay.
.net.
Do you guys sell like sweatshirts? Because after I ate my mom's spaghetti, I like vomited all over my sweater. So I'm gonna need a new one of those.
Not only do we sell sweaters, but like we sell anti-vomited sweaters, and that is not guaranteed by anything.
But
oh my gosh!
We should just slide right off.
Wow.
With the hose, and you got those. That's our saying.
Yeah. No, we guarantee no vomit when it's sold to you. Like if it's on the way there shipping, that's not on us. But
okay. Well, like what? So what do you think? Like, am I just like what do they call it? A hypochondriac or something? Like always think
Brian,
I'm sick, or is it like
Dr. Brian.
actually the spaghetti?
Dr. Brian, we need your final prognosis because I think we got one more caller coming in here.
I'm telling. I've seen it a million times. Like you said, it was mom's spaghetti. You were, and that's all right. You'll be fine. Like I said, take some from our store, buy them from us. We have strawberry. No one else has strawberry. So,
Oh my gosh, I love strawberry. Okay.
Okay. And I hope you do get better. Mom's spaghetti tends to come out in a nice explosive diarrhea about 2-3 days later. You should be fine.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be ready for that.
And go get you a new Shop's sweatshirt.
Yeah, with puke not on there
Yeah.
at least once.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you. Have a great
Yeah.
one. Hope you feel better.
Bye.
Remember, we got Dr. Brian, PhD, up on here. Brian, I have to say, if I had to diagnose that person, I definitely would have thought they had cancer, which is cancer and cramps.
Oh,
So I would have diagnosed him with cancer. It's just what I'm saying. Either that or heavy-handedness. Heavy-handedness or cancer. One of the two.
sent him to his death.
Well,
I just thought it was mom's spaghetti. Oh my!
I'm not the doctor. You're the doctor.
I feel like it was more of an LP syndrome. The subconscious.
Oh no, but cancer sounds really serious. And I probably wouldn't fucking joke about it if I were you guys.
Well, you're not a doctor now, are you? So
But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. But we do have a full-fledged doctor here, Dr. Brian, PhD. Go ahead and call us at 555. Oh, we got another caller. Look at this. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
You're on with Dr. Brian, PhD. Go ahead, Brian, whenever you're ready.
How can I help you?
Hey. My name's Tyler. So I got a friend who he's like, well, we're teenagers, and he is starting to get like hair in weird parts of his body. Like, I was wondering if it's normal to get hair on the bottom of your feet, like in between your toes and things. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Like, is it like he's, I mean, my friend is getting a lot of hair on the bottom of his feet, and like, my dad doesn't have, but his dad doesn't have hair on the bottom of his feet. So like, should like he be like worried about it?
Well, actually, like hairy feet is a pretty common thing.
I was looking it up, Brian. I know that you're the doctor here, but it sounds like he has a case of fuzzy foot.
Now, see, fuzzy foot again, yes, but that's like just whatever, just a colloquialism for it. I mean, that's it's actually a hereditary thing. It's a recessive gene. Usually, are your parents from Hungary? Are you have a Hungarian?
Let's not make this a race thing, Brian.
No. It's a
We don't have the lawyer team for that yet.
it's regional, Mike. It comes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to tell you. Okay, hair down there is something that you got to know about.
Well, like my I mean, sorry, my friend's mom is from like some sort of European country.
Right.
So like that's all I know.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about doing a you, me, and wait? Was that you, me, and 23? Isn't that what it was? Isn't that the name of that thing where you send in like a semen sample?
The thing where
Oh, what?
It's actually a
Thing?
sample.
Right.
Yeah, you 22 and skidoo.com.
22. Get your DNA tested, they can tell you. But fuzzy beat thing is, your dad might not have it because it skips like about 3 or 4 generations. It's actually kind of I could tell your friend.
Yeah, it's my friend. No, it's not me. It's my friend.
he has a very lucrative career ahead of him, touring with the sideshow. Just saying.
Wait, what's his sideshow?
Okay, well, I don't want to hurt your friend's feelings, but he's a freak. Technically, that's what we call them in
In the textbook, yes, it actually says right here. And don't be offended because
I mean,
it really the line for freak is actually very, very thin.
it's a great career. I mean, you're just basically born with it, and it's there. So your friend, I would recommend they look up the Mr. Rose has a sideshow down in
Guatemala? No, wait, I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Rosenberg.
now in Guatemala,
No, that's Rosenberg. That's not Rose. Rose is North Carolina, I think it is.
North Carolina. There we
I
go.
think that's where it is. He might have moved though. Like
Is he?
maybe it's-
But
He's in Iowa.
So
Is he
like, do I have to like leave home and like
dude,
go live with other people with like hairy, like palms and like hairy
Well,
bottom of your
Dude,
feet and
you wanna
knees
move
and
on other
stuff?
People's turfs that might cause aggression.
Yeah, man. We actually we have a team of people that will actually contact you in the next 2 days, and they're gonna get all your information. They're gonna make sure that you're in a safe area where you can go because I'm gonna be honest, like Brian, like this fuzzy foot thing is it is very lucrative, but like it's only in certain areas. And like Bronson was saying, you don't want to have like rival turf set situations going on, man.
Fuzzfoot's
But
in
it's-
this town.
So like
Always ends up in blood.
our people will help you. Do not. I'm gonna repeat this. Do not go around claiming that you're a fuzzy foot.
No.
Okay.
Like you didn't give us your name on here really because it's about your friend, obviously, because your friend is the person that we're talking about. Remember that?
yes,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, can I tell my mom? I mean, can my friend tell his mom about this, or like does he need to like run away from home?
No. You're not gonna have to run away from home yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
Okay. Like our people are gonna contact you. They'll tell you
Pack a
when
bag.
to run away. They will
Pack-
give you their.
pack a bag. Pack a bag.
Yeah, but they'll give them like a what do they call those stash
You
bags?
should definitely
They have
bag.
they have a stash bag for you in a location that you go to,
your friend.
and then like
yeah,
some
right,
of our
right.
some of their friends who are government officials will grab you and put you into a van, and then they'll try to sell you on the black market, but that's just a front for the slave trade.
No,
I mean,
it's what
slave
happened
trade.
here.
So don't worry.
And then we can put you in the proper, for a lack of a better term, circus. That's what we'll call it. But
Yeah.
freedom, independence, and you'll get to keep all the money you make, and it's you get a plate, live, bananas and peanuts, all you can eat, all day. And your family can come still.
Yeah, but they gotta pay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got-
it's
you
not
got-
free.
It's not free.
They do have a
Yo,
family
that-
day. They do have
like-
a family day though.
That's true.
Like that kind of sounds pretty awesome. I mean,
Well,
like free
then you're
food
in
and,
luck,
like,
'cause
stuff.
We're gonna send someone. I mean, someone's gonna contact you. We're not
And you
sending
can contact
anyone.
your friend.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not gonna come after you. We're gonna come after your friend. Don't worry about it.
We are going to need
But don't.
Yeah.
But hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor and don't tell your friend either.
no,
But
but
that way,
Okay.
it's plausible deniability on their behalf.
send pics of your friend's feet to the show so that we can
To Brian. To Brian.
make
To
sure.
Dr. Brian,
Dr.
PhD.
Brian.
That's what you want to make sure you put it as.
Yeah.
To
Oh, okay.
forward it to Dr. Brian, PhD. But Brian, do you have that's your final prognosis of this? Thank you so much for calling, caller.
Nothing to
Um,
be up for your friend. Tell your friend not to.
you just know that we're coming for you. I mean, we're calling for you,
Your friend.
Yeah.
friend.
Cool. Okay. Well, thanks. I'll make sure not to tell my friend.
Wink.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I,
Brian, that was probably the most like I have to say, like you're a fucking killer doctor.
I would want you
Like
to get
I actually have this rash on my back, and I might have you look at it after the show.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that was that. I thought that was a moderately successful bit there. Thank you very much, Brian and
The shame-
Brandon. Brandon actually is our caller. I know we probably shouldn't be breaking this wall right away, but I'm gonna break it.
Funny.
I'm breaking it right up. It's gone. We're back in the show. Brian's no longer on camera, and I'd like to thank Brandon very much for calling in and doing some call-ins for us. That was fucking awesome. It was fucking hilarious. And he can't get his fucking shirt off. And you're still technically on right now, Brandon. If there's something that you wanted to plug, like if you have like an Instagram or something like that, man, just unmute yourself, say
Trying
it.
to sell a couch on Facebook. Anything.
Yeah, man, like just
hope
you,
Whatever you got.
Uh,
man.
I hope you're.
I got pretty much nothing. Hey, this is Brandon here.
yeah.
I'm a Milwaukee actor, director, doing some theater stuff. It's hard during COVID because everything's closed, but pretty soon we're getting there. I got nothing to plug right now. I appreciate you giving me the chance to work on my voice acting. This is kind of fun. So
It's fun
yeah,
for-
I'll be back if you'll have me.
Of course. I'm glad that you're helping us out here and doing this stuff. Like if you have like anything that like you guys want to hear from him as well, or let us know because like this is a pretty open forum show. I hope that you had fun, Brandon. We will be doing this again sometime in the future. I promise.
Right on. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too, man.
Thanks, man. Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, so Brian, that was an amazing job that you did on your doctorate. I have to say that was fun. That was a good bit. I know that we're still on. I'm breaking that wall. I don't fucking care because we transitioned from talking about death into making fucking weird
House
fake
calls.
phone calls. So no transitions. It's kind of like my mind. It's like a manic kind of like situation here.
You
I
go
guess.
one place, then go do another.
Yeah, man. Like this is how my mind works now. So now you guys are seeing how my mind works. I'm sorry.
There's also a big pulsating light coming out of the center. I don't understand. Just like that TV over there.
Actually, the coolest thing about our new setup is that there is going to be a point where that TV will actually have like something, and I have a cool transition thing where we're all going to turn around, and then it's going to have the TV be full screen. So it looks cool.
I know what you're talking about. It was like the Bob Ross kind of transition.
Like, dude, I got so many fucking awesome ideas. I can't wait until we get our new rig. I hope that everyone out there has actually been enjoying the show so far today. It is nice to actually have a video show again, have something running. I have to give a big shout out to StreamYards because they are our ultimate backup plan for anything that happens on our stream because they do all of the fucking supplying of the stream so we don't have to. That's fucking amazing. I still like to say Streamlabs is pretty awesome too because they have our merch. Streamlabs.com/shopsclosed1/merch.
Don't forget the one.
Don't forget the one.
You know what? We own both Shops Closed and Shops Closed 1, but apparently Shops Closed was erased and I can't access anymore. So that's why they made me take the one.
They probably thought like, hey, this person
No,
has been closed,
I was-
let's delete it from the server.
Now I was trying to do something with our Facebook, trying to like readjust and merge something else, and it did something to all of our merchandise stuff and all that stuff. But we still have it out there. We have a bunch of it, and we are going to be doing some giveaways in the next few weeks. The only thing is right now we're trying to still get everything all set up. We got the stage set up for the shows. Now we just got to get the rest of the rig set up. It's going to be fucking amazing. And Brian's going to be joining us here in the studio too. And I was just thinking about this. If we could have 4 people here. This actually could be a 4.
I'm coming, baby. My camera. Oh no, my camera.
Like we could, like Brian. I think we could have comfortably 4 people here.
Yeah, we can even push
Four-
that a little bit too.
4 people.
Maybe.
We could. So all connected.
Oh,
Anyways, so yeah, big shout out to Brandon. That was fucking awesome for doing that for us. I guess we can actually. We're normally done at this time, but since we started so late, guys, do you mind if we talk a little bit longer?
Do you?
I don't. I'm actually suggesting it.
Go for it.
We
That's
had-
it. Keep going.
Because honestly, I feel like I kept interrupting you guys when I was talking about death, when I was talking about stuff with death, and I figured that you guys had a few things to say about it that I shouldn't be interrupting. So I'm gonna start with Brian because I literally cut him off every time I talk on the mic.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand.
So like Brian, like what's your closing thought on the topic of death, man?
Closing thought. Topic of death.
Well, you got as much time as you want, and two other people are going to be talking. So,
So what's the cut of your jib?
but like, what are you taking away from this episode, or what are you trying to bring into this episode to talk about death and just why we don't talk about it or whatever? I don't want to push you into a direction. I want you to have your own.
Hey, it's just the reason I'll go with that. I think it's kind of simple, really, but it's just the inevitability of your own mortality is the reason people feel uncomfortable talking about it. Or like, knowing people you love are going to die around you if you don't die first. And it is fucking ultimately the most final thing. There's nothing more like everything. You can fuck shit up, things can go wrong, things can be great, they can go da da da, but like knowing people that are close to you that have died, like it doesn't hit you until it happens to you just how final it all is. And then like you said, living on in people's memories and shit, like that really is true. You basically, your impact is your life and what the people around you closest to you remember of you. And I think I think that's probably the most important takeaway of it is to try not to be a dick. It's pretty much
No.
it.
Try.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with trying not to be a dick, and not to be the crit, not to be the citizen. Like that, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm just saying like sometimes in life, you have to be a dick.
Well, yeah.
You have to. There's no fucking
there's
way to avoid
Situation.
some situations of being a dick.
But
Because
it's usually being
sometimes
a dick to another dick, though. Is usually how
but
it's
sometimes being a dick is actually better for a situation than being nice and letting that situation continue. You know what I mean?
Oh, right,
Like,
right.
sometimes being a jerk is something that has to be done. Just like death has to happen. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to be a dick. Like I guess
I agree.
morality is all based on the person who's fucking watching the thing.
Okay.
And that's scary too, that we think of morality as something that's based on other people. Morality should be something that's based on you.
Well, it's all assuming that everybody is like above average, not like
I agree with that.
like
statement.
chaotic.
That's a true statement.
It's a fucking
That's
good.
big true.
It's a big good truth.
That's a big true.
Brian, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we got two other people here that I actually
No.
really want to hear their ideas from.
I was done. I was
Which one
done.
of you guys want to go first?
Yeah, you can go.
Bronson, what's your big? What do you got? A big takeaway? Do you got something that you want to put into this? Like, is there like what do you got to put into it, or what do you got to take away?
Most people, I think, fear the transition of just not being anymore. I guess.
Sounds like we got an ambulance coming to the house right now.
Da-da.
You might have.
One of us might be dead.
That's why we're talking about it.
I knew it was gonna happen. But the transition, I think people more or less fear that, like, it ends. It's over. It's like, well, what was it to begin with? Then you were given it against your will. It can be taken against your will, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good true statement as well, man. Josh, what do you got, man?
No.
Like, and I feel like it's different. Not just because like you just had a baby very recently, and then you have another one too, which I know. I don't know, man. I feel like that would change a lot of my perspective on a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Because you gotta think like 20 years in the future kind of thing.
I actually wish that you were around when we had that talk about future, because I'd like to hear what your idea of like the future. But that's from another show.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Um.
Death.
Yes.
What's your take?
Well,
Well.
yeah.
Yeah. Death. I believe it's something that we do fear. It is an inevitable thing. We don't really talk about it because of that. But I think talking about it helps. 'Cause some people aren't. What's the word I'm looking for?
Emotionally equipped.
Yeah, to deal with it. But, I've been somebody who's been around.
Well, didn't
People who've died.
you lost a
Right.
parent as well
my mom,
too,
yeah,
man? Like,
yeah. My mom
but
died
that was when you
early.
were a lot younger too, which.
Yeah, I was 5.
Yeah, man, like that would have been fucking one of the hardest things for
You know,
5-year-old Mike.
Yeah.
5-year-old Mike would not have been able to handle that. Like, you don't realize how strong that makes you as a person, just
I
seeing
agree.
that in first person and being able
I-
to process and
I totally agree. But the thing is, when at the age of 5, I wasn't processing anything because I was very unaware of
but
what was happening.
The
But
concept.
Yeah, the
growing
seeds
up
were planted.
and things like that. Yeah.
and you were starting to realize, like, hey, I haven't seen mom in a while.
Yeah, of
you know
course,
what I
of
mean?
course,
But
I
you.
kind of knew at the
I
same
know.
time.
It's
I
so
just-
sad.
I was-
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's sad. It makes me sad. Like, and I'm smiling while I say that, but I smile
No.
because it really does make
Nervous,
me actually.
awkward.
Like,
I get it. Everyone.
a lot of these times I'm trying not to cry because, like, death actually is a very serious thing, and it doesn't scare me, but for some reason thinking about it always just makes me sad. Like, it doesn't make me upset or angry, but it just makes me sad because, like, you think about all the wonderful things in life, and that's one of the things that actually keyword is life. Like, life is amazing, man. Like, it doesn't matter how crappy of a situation you have, and that sounds awful because, like, there are some really
I agree.
horrible
Life is-
situations, man.
life
Like,
is
there's some really
precious.
horrible things.
So there's-
But, like, the idea that you're here on this planet, fuck, man. We were gonna talk about something about assisted suicide kind of thing, like the idea that like not everyone wants to live,
Yeah.
and
that's
and we should also be okay with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be able to force someone who feels like every moment is just this undying thing, even though
True.
knowing, and that's what this is people just knowing that life is absolutely astonishing that it's even around. Like, that's something that I think that's what stops the idea in the United States, because it's not everywhere that it does this, that stops the idea of people letting other people kill themselves or have themselves.
Well, there's a slight irony to it because we do have the death sentence, and
Yeah.
we also have people.
That's not everywhere
people
either.
on life support that
You can
you
get
are
assisted-
given the option to end their life.
Suicide is legal in
Certain states, I think, isn't it?
Oregon or Washington, something like that.
But it's definitely something that death is something that we all should know and shouldn't be afraid of, even though it is scary. I think the thing about being scared is actually not making it something that's bad. Something that scares you should actually not actually make you feel bad. Like, that's cool that know that you actually have the notion that you could be frightened by something that you obviously know nothing about. It's just like being afraid of that tap on the window from a tree branch that you don't know is there.
It could be a monster.
You know what I mean? It could be a monster. Like, I was thinking about this the other day when I was walking around my house and it was really dark, and my cat, I knew it was my cat. But, like, I was thinking, like, what if I didn't know that was my cat? And I was walking in the dark and the cat just rubbed up against my legs, and I was like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean?
It's like swimming in water.
It's all about not, like, fear is all based on not knowing what
Yes,
happens.
fear
And
is
that's
the
something that brings it full circle for me for this conversation, where when people say they never suffered, you don't know that, because death is the one thing that we will never truly understand.
True, but what if
Your body's shutting down, dude. It's
Yeah.
the worst experience that your body's ever gonna feel.
if you do it slowly, but if it's instantaneous, there's probably like
it would have to be a
But
nuclear blast.
The thing
or,
about the pain of death is that it truly doesn't even matter, because it lasts for only so long.
But does your brain
But-
does the neuron travel to your brain fast enough in that time frame? Literally, it'd have to be a nuke. The only thing that beats the relay of your.
Well, we were talking about like the decapitation. Who brought up decapitation? Which one of you guys did it? Was it
Yeah.
you, Brian?
Captation's fun.
Well, we were talking about how like the brain actually survives.
For like 10 seconds.
Yeah, you live for like so many 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I don't remember what the number is exactly, but
Right.
like
Is it your
Yes.
body that feels it or your mind?
Well, really, like your mind is your body,
Well,
because that's
It
where
would
all
feel
the
the nerves that are still
nerves go
connected.
to, isn't
So
it?
Okay, that would
if-
probably.
if the
hurt.
nerves got
That
severed,
probably
you
hurt.
wouldn't feel your body.
But I'm just saying that like you'd probably feel like a giant numb sensation of where your body is. It's like those ghost pains that people get from like amputees get and stuff like that.
Phantom
Man.
limb
Like,
syndrome.
your body still thinks that it has that piece because like that's also crazy that your brain works to the point where you think that you have a hand there if you don't have a hand. I guess it wouldn't be that crazy if you woke up without a hand one day and you're like, I thought I had a hand here. But that's what I'm saying is also is like it brings it full circle to the point where we can't say anything for certain about death. Like there's nothing you can say other than it happens. And that's all right. It's all right not to know everything that's going on with that. It's all right not to know everything that's going to happen. Like I'm super fucking happy and proud of us for not getting into any religious things. Like we didn't nothing religious, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with believing in a religion. But I want you guys to realize that it doesn't matter what you believe in. Eventually, you're going to die. Like
God
never
will
will
not,
for all of us.
God will not give you an extra 100 years just because you believe you're super.
And if he did, man, like I feel like I really chose the
I
wrong
think
thing.
I don't worry about dying because it can happen so fast.
What if,
You
what if
come
that was a
from
thing?
nowhere.
Whoever was like the most religious person, God would come down and give him an extra lifetime. Like a 1-up. Here's your 1-up. Good Samaritan. Back to heaven I go.
Back to heaven.
For another 100 years until the next competition.
Until the next competition. Oh, that's my God. That's my God. I don't know about you guys.
That's a comic right there. Comic worthy.
Brian, are you all right? I haven't heard anything from you. I haven't squat from you.
oh, I mean, I've been chiming in. I thought I was also absorbing your ideas. And I gotta tell you, my brain is just recovering from so many high level ideas. I don't know what to do.
It's been bombarded with genius.
I'm actually incredibly enjoying this like more like genuine approach to this thing. The idea that we can actually have like a nice conversation about something and still have jokes, still have fun. Speaking of jokes and fun, Josh, behind you, there's a bunch of cards sitting in a pile. Find one of those cards that has an impossible decision, and we're going to give Brian one of those before we call out for the night.
Goddamn jokes.
Please.
Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. Which
Yep.
one?
It is jokes.
All right, would you rather be covered?
Hold on, is it a would you rather?
Oh, yeah. We haven't. Hold on one second.
No, you're good, you're good. I'm sorry. Just remember that from last time, but I was like, was it really? Go ahead.
Would you choose
Oh, God.
to be covered in feathers or scales?
That's a good one.
You that, Brian?
I cannot hear.
Would you rather be covered in feathers or scales?
Oh, fucking A. Can I fly?
No,
No.
you're a flightless.
Can a dodo bird fly? And you're like,
You're
what,
still
20
you.
dodo
You're
birds?
still you. You're not a bird.
You could be
You're
like 20
you.
dodo
You're
birds put
covered in
together. Like, that's all we
feathers
know
or
of.
scales.
You're just like the fattest dodo bird ever. So no, you can't fly.
Like, you're 20 like stuck together.
Well, God damn it, guys. I think I
Scales?
kind of
Then you
scared.
can give people salmonella.
Scales?
Talking fish scales. We're talking.
Well, yeah.
Here's the
depend-
thing,
What
you can-
kind of scales? Yeah, that's got a point. Is it like like a reptile scale, or is it a fish?
That's what I was thinking of, a reptile scale. That's what I was like, man, that sounds like more useful than fucking fucking feathers.
Dude,
Do I have
you could have like peacock feathers, dude. You could have like.
Oh, you
You
can
could
plume
be
it.
like-
You can plume it.
Caw-caw!
Peacock and
Yeah.
hit them streets.
He's peacocking over there. That's true. He never mentioned what kind of feathers and or
Yeah.
scales, Brian. So you choose feathers or scales, and then you tell us what one and why.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's now that I know that, I thought the scales would be cool because I can use it as like self defense and like I get into fights and people will be like,
You would have a little tougher.
I'm
skin.
like,
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I was
like
thinking.
you, but not
Working
all that great.
construction.
But
Say
tell you feathers, if I could peacock, bro,
Yeah,
if
you can be a peacock. You can be whatever you want.
I gotta tell you, I'll carry around 50 pounds of feathers out my ass just so I can shoot them up.
I gotta fly. I got a peacock. I gotta fly. Did you ever watch that fucking movie yet? By the way, that like you used the other guys like fucking 4 months ago. Anyways, this has been an awesome episode, guys. I'd like to thank you all for being a part of it, including Brandon, who's no longer with us. So like I say that on the
He's
death
out
one.
there, though.
You say that on the death one, like it sounds like you're assuming that he's dead, but he's not. So he's no longer with us on the stream here, but he is with us in spirit. Boom.
spirit.
My name is Mike J. Sursage. With me in the studio,
Bronson.
yeah, we got.
Josh.
And then we also got fucking Brian, the fucking bomb dizzle doctor over there. Fucking
I'm a
Dr. Brian.
Dr. D.
Dr. Brian, PhD. We're gonna do one of these. Yeah, I'd like to thank you all for checking out our program. Remember, you can always follow us on Twitch. You can always fucking subscribe to us on YouTube. You can always like us on Facebook. You could always just keep going on and on. We're also
Tweet us on
We
Twitter.
actually do have a Twitter account, but we never fucking use it.
Because nobody.
I don't understand how
Has-
Twitter works, and I don't trust Brian with ours.
Yeah, you
Nope.
gotta be careful. Twitter's like a. It's like a Facebook, but more.
Honestly, if the ex president can use it for how many years and not not get kicked off until his final fucking year of presidency,
But he's been banned off of many a platform now.
yeah. Well, that makes more sense. But remember, if you want to find us on Discord, we're also on there too, and that's where you can get all the cool stuff from like our Blood Bowl League that we have going on, which is actually on its last match of the regular season this week, which is fucking exciting. Because then we got our postseason games that we got going on that I'm really hoping that we got our new setup going on so I can do a cool little mashup of all the matches.
Do a chimichanga?
Yeah,
Little ditty?
You know, the little ditty. I like that move that you just did there. I wish that we were fucking still on camera. That ditty would have fucking done us very well.
Oh, we got 5 viewers left. Yeah.
I'd like to give a big thank you to everyone who actually, including Wolfman over here, who subscribes to us on Twitch, because it helps us very much by just helping us get a little bit closer to our goal to get the $100 to start actually using that money to pay for parts of the stream, baby. Yeah, I guess you can always check out our merch, and that's going to be at streamlabs.com/shopsclosed1/merch.
Don't forget the one.
And don't forget that one, because it probably won't bring you anywhere neat if you don't hit that one. Yeah, check out our merch. We also have some giveaways going out this next week, so check out our show live. It's on Monday, every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. I know we were late today, but we'll probably not be late next week, because I think we got things figured out to the point where we don't have to worry about it. But I guess until next time, I'd like to thank y'all. And Brian, thank you very much for being a part of this and doing everything you could. You got any parting words?
I just want to say thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed Mom Spaghetti tonight.
Because it's ready.
Well, Mom Spaghetti is the best.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yo.